And welcome to our show, Geeks Are Wired Podcast, where we talk about video games, movies, TV, comic books, technology, and TLDR, the Internet of Things. And I'm one of your hosts, Bill. And also with me this week is Anthony.
Hello.
And Anna.
Yep, that's me.
And that's everybody. That's how we roll.
Yes.
And
low turnout today.
yeah.
We'll make the best of it.
Will do. It's been lower.
It's been 2.
Yeah.
Has it ever been 1?
Maybe. Yes. There's one from forever and ago.
Did you do like a Q&A or did you just talk?
I talked for like 5 minutes and I was like, this is awkward. Goodbye, everybody.
Fun.
Yeah. So, individual does not work very well. But if you want to chat with us normally or help support the show in general, we have a Patreon page at patreon.com/geeksarewired where you can help support us. Just do it by donating $1. It's appreciated. You also, we have other additional tiers. You can support and join us in our Discord chat and chat with us, or you can get access to the podcast early. It's released on Thursdays. Occasionally, if I get my butt into gear, it's on Wednesdays. But that's still earlier than the Friday normal release. So,
neat.
Lots of fun. Yeah. And depending on how many more people, more people sign up and all this, might start doing some, live recording or classic episode available. You can't reach back all the old episodes.
Oh.
So, we might do something with that.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I haven't listened to the old episodes either.
I did, because I was there. I listened to them live, and then sometimes later. But this week, we're going to talk about location-based
video games on
your mobile device.
What's on the chopping block today?
Well, there's always Pokemon Go.
Yes.
So I guess we could go over the classics that we've talked about and that lots of people probably know about. There's the highly popular Pokemon Go, which is good for walking around. You hatch your eggs. Heavy on the walking, heavily geared towards that. They've opened up making friends, sharing gifts.
Mm-hmm. Also, you can trade Pokemon now.
But you have to be close to each other.
You have to be close to each other for that one.
Yeah, they want you to...
They want the community feel.
Yes.
Which is fair.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's what they've always wanted. So,
Which they've done that with other games.
Yeah, the other past Pokemon games.
Well, not just Pokemon. I mean also with Niantic or Google.
I was just meaning Pokemon in general.
Oh.
Because, ye olde Game Boy days, to trade Pokemon, you had to have a link cable.
So you really had to be close. This one's at least 100 meters.
You could have had a 100-meter link cable. I don't know if it would work.
Would that work?
Far. You might have needed some repeaters, and I don't even know if those existed.
Isn't it only 12 meters for, USB?
Well, without good shielding, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's standing too far away from each other.
It'd work. No, it wouldn't. Anyways.
But with the other ones, like Niantic or Google's other games, Ingress, which you had this. So I played the game and I've talked to other people who played it. It's fun to just go to Pokemon and you have 3 different teams, and that's really you just pick your color, and there's not a whole lot of backstory behind it. You just have your teams. Ingress, there was a lot of backstory. There's 2 teams. You can completely ignore the story and just go play, but they also have massive community events all around the world. Everyone comes to a central location and plays and takes over the city, and who can get the most. The backstory behind it is these are portals that are opening that aliens are coming to go through. You're either on the side that supports the aliens or on the side that is against the aliens. So what you do is you get 3 locations or 3 portals linked together, and you create this shield, and you get people to think the way you do. So you're basically trying to brainwash as much of the world as possible, whether you want them to support the aliens or be against the aliens.
Off the top of your head, do you know, like at one point, what team had the highest percentage of the world?
It's been... now I don't know off the top. No. I know it's gone pretty well. There's been a lot of fun, and they've... Especially when the community events happen, there's definitely a lot of major stuff. Sometimes, though, when like you do these triangles of connections, you can't do anything underneath. You can't make any more fields or anything. Mm-hmm. So even people on the same team don't care about it anymore. It kind of doesn't make it fun anymore. And the other thing also about Niantic or without Ingress is if you can reach level 8 fairly easily. You can, and I think 16's the top on it right now. But if you can get to level 10, you can submit portals. You used to be able to back in the day. Now you have to be level 10. So it's not too difficult. But portals that you submit in Ingress turn into Pokestops and
do they
gyms.
actually still turn into Pokestops?
They do. They turn into stops or gyms.
Did you test that?
I have correct information, trusted information. Okay. I'm not level 10. Let's go with that.
So if you don't have a stop or a gym next to you,
but there's something, and there's rules to these too.
Yeah, they have to.
It has to be unique building, unique business, art or art piece, historical, fire department, library.
Churches
have become very popular. They weren't initially, and they started to become popular because they're unique buildings. Because a lot of churches have a very prettiness to them.
Depends on the church. If it's
True.
an LDS church, they all look the same. The new ones, at least.
Yeah, they all have.
Which is weird.
I know they're prettier than normal buildings.
That's debatable sometimes.
I'm sure there's other churches out there do the same stuff, but so a lot of churches because so churches started becoming a thing too. I'm sure there's more rules to it, but you basically the uniqueness, and you can get these submitted, and then you can start getting additional Pokestops or gyms in your area.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is not too long ago Jurassic World Survivor.
I think it was Survivor. Yeah,
came out.
I think I actually deleted it.
I
never opened it.
I know. Well, actually, going back on Ingress. Ingress is very much a driving game. Get in your car, go to your location, hit a couple, drive around, maybe minor walking, but heavy driving. Jurassic World, you can walk. You don't really hatching eggs, but it has multiple aspects to it, so you can plan out an area, go collect dinosaurs' DNA, go make new dinosaurs, and then take your dinosaurs and go fight other people and become better, have better dinosaurs. And then take your dinosaurs, you can actually evolve them into the other dinosaurs. So you asked me before about that.
Oh, okay.
About evolving these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
It sounds interesting. A little bit like Ark. I haven't played Ark, but Ted did play a lot of Ark. And just getting the dinosaurs and feeding them certain types of kibble to make sure that you can keep them.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
that's the thing. Once you get your dinosaurs in this one, you can just walk away from them. You're like, stay there in the cage. I don't care about you.
Same with Pokemon Go.
Yeah, same with Pokemon Go.
In fact, you can even grind them up.
Yep,
for candy. Yeah.
See, and with the Jurassic World one, you're just collecting more DNA of the same dinosaur. So you're just going to you're just leveling your dinosaur, and then when you want to evolve them, you need different types of DNA.
That's kind of cool.
I had some people that I've talked to enjoy it a lot. It just whether I didn't play it with enough friends, because I could see that there being a social aspect to it. It just wasn't my cup of tea, I guess.
Yeah.
So I went back to Pokemon. I enjoyed the walking.
Yeah.
But I decided to do a little more research. I found more, especially with ones that have very recently come out. One of them was, there was this game that had an Indiegogo that got its funding way, way, way back in November 2016. A lot of people were comparing it to Harry Potter. It was a You are a magician. You
Mhm.
wander around, because you could have the wand and you could flick your wand around and stuff like that. And the game's not that cool. I'll go with that. But it's still cool. Like I'm still kind of like, this isn't terrible. You can, but okay, we'll go with this. The game finally came out. It had a beta, I think a closed beta release back in February. It's currently in open beta. It's glitchy-ish sometimes. It's very power heavy as well. Like I've had times where I'm like, the game just takes a few extra moments.
You can
to
actually
open.
battle.
Yes, so that's the thing. You can battle individuals. I have not. I'm going to have to get one of you guys to sign up so I can see how it is to battle. If I destroy you, I'm sorry. That just happened. But you have the idea is like there's these sprites that wander around the game, and you actually see them kind of wandering around. So you could actually set in your one location, and things will come into your little circle, and you can battle them. That only works for so long because things stop wandering into your circle and they come like really close, and they're definitely on a pattern where they're wandering around, and that pattern does not include your little circle. Oh, in this game, sorry, I should probably say the name of the game, is Maguss, the mobile... Maguss.
I don't know.
It's Maguss. There's a link in the show notes spelling everything. It's fun. So what you can also... So to do the magic when you're battling against other creatures, there's this... You have your magic deck. You start off with 2 slots, and then you put things into it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually one for doing damage, one for healing. Because you need to heal yourself as you battle, because things will hurt you pretty well. Or they can. Then you have to expand your book over time, your spaces. But what you can do is you can touch the symbol, and you have like X amount of magic heat. So like all magic spells create heat.
Okay.
What that does is that limits how much you can do, because every turn you recover a little bit, you cool down a little bit, but you don't cool down to 0 all the time. So you have a limited amount of heat. Once you're maxed out on heat, you can't cast anymore. So if you push the buttons, it adds additional heat. Or you can draw the symbol on your phone, and it only does the minimum amount of heat that the spell requires.
Huh.
So it's fun. It's quite, it is quite a bit of fun. Other features of this game is you can make spells. So you gather resources around the world too, and then you get your cauldron. You can improve your cauldron. You can make better spells with better materials, better cauldrons, better. But they give you the first healing spell for free, and then you have to go out and buy the recipes for the other spells. I kind of sort of wish it was buy the recipe or figure it out. Yeah.
I didn't have to sign up. It just put me in, as far as I know.
Okay, that's the other thing. Maguss, you initially start playing the game.
Oh.
Then you need to, after some time, you have to go back into your profile and link it to your... I'm sure iOS is probably have the same thing, and actually you have the iOS, so you'll have to let me know. But Google, you have to go back and link it to your Google account. At that point, it will save your game. If you don't do that,
it won't save it.
You uninstall it, you've just zeroed yourself back out.
Well, mine signed myself into the Game Center, so I think it worked.
It might have. You'll have to check your profile. Mine was whether I got into the middle of an update or something. Mine wasn't working. Like I tried signing into it. It said it wasn't saved. I wasn't signed in. I tried signing into it like 5 minutes. Gave up. But at least where the Harry Potter Niantic game is coming out in I think November. This is fun. I actually am enjoying this. You can wander around, collect materials, go battle creatures. it's interesting, fun.
Yeah, looks fun. The video they have playing on it seems kind of interesting. If you just click on the...
If I click on that. Hey, look, there it is.
Yeah, there's the video.
Oh, yeah, this is like their old... This one's been out for a little while.
Well,
and
that's the first time I've seen it, so...
Oh, well, they used to have the idea of, like, you would get wands, and you would... Because you see how it is very Harry Potter-based appeal?
Yeah. But now they don't have wands anymore?
I don't think... If they did, I didn't get it on it. I thought I wanted to. I wanted to. I didn't. I was like, it'll be okay. Well, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I admit, if I would have waited 2 years before anything happened,
you probably would have gone out of it.
Yeah. And also with this game, I forgot there is, pay to upgrade faster.
Oh.
No, but unlike, Jurassic World, I kind of felt a little, like I was hitting a wall. This one...
is it like Pokemon level, or is it Jurassic World level, or is it a middle ground?
I feel like it's a middle ground because you could go to areas.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't walked around with it a lot, but I've walked around enough to know that you get levels for wandering. You get for I forget if they call it wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
So you do get benefits for walking around and adventuring spots.
Okay.
This game also does yell at you to, if you have it open and you're a passenger or driving in a car,
mm-hmm.
it asks, are you a passenger? Just like Pokemon Go and just like Niantic does.
Okay.
And just like, I think Jurassic World does too. Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you should not drive and play these games.
Even though you can just click, yeah, I'm a passenger. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, and you have like 4 main classes to choose from. There's one that's super balanced.
So it looks like there's Druid,
yes.
Rogue, Warden, and Paladin.
Paladin is super magic and not super defendable.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first one again?
Druid.
Druid is super balanced through everything. What's the third one?
Warden.
Warden is a heavy hitter. They're the tank, it seemed like. And then Rogue was more assassin, more like had very good chance of doing critical hits. So that was that's their styles of the game. And the idea also behind this is you're supposed to, where you're a wizard, you can see these things in the world. You're trying to stop them from breaking the veil into the human realm.
So is it augmented at all, or like augmented reality? Or is it just on the map?
I've only been playing the map, but I have to admit, I didn't turn it on to...
Okay.
I turned off Pokemon Go because it...
augmented... I don't have it on mine either. Because it makes it too hard to throw the Pokeballs.
Oh, it looks like they did get rid of the wand. They were not doing the wand. They officially said. It would have been cool. I feel like the game... Like I said, I feel like the game is kind of power intensive. Like there's times when I'm like, I turn it on, and I've had games take some time to open up. This is definitely one of the longer ones, I felt like. At times. Sometimes it's right up there. It knocks it right out. It's perfect. Other times, I've actually had to log back in. And I'm like, why?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it took so long?
It takes so long, or it logged me out in a certain way.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I'll give it a play.
Let's try it out.
It kind of reminds me of World of Warcraft. Just the type of characters in there.
Yeah, I could see that.
And some of the magic.
I can see that too, yeah.
Especially, go back up.
Oh, the big...
It's just that one right there.
Yeah.
Well, no, that one. I guess it was more of on the video, the orc-looking thing.
Oh, and you can do daily quests. I don't know how they work. Because they say they completed and they're not refreshing on me.
Mm.
and they're not clearing out.
Oh, nice.
It's probably just glitch. But that's the other thing also I really do like about this game. They are very upfront. They're like, hey, there's a glitch, let us know.
Is there a way to submit in-game? Or do
Yeah.
you have to...
You don't even have to leave the game.
Nice.
It's super nice.
World of Warcraft has that same feature. It's really nice.
Yeah. So I really enjoy it. Yeah, you can see the map. You have the circle around you.
Mm-hmm.
You can wander around. You see your footprints on the ground as you wander. You have special clothing, make you better. You can improve your clothing, so you can have a clothing with quality of A. It gives you the best.
Do you know what company actually put out this game?
This one was put out. It says Maguss development team in Copenhagen, Denmark. If I go back, where?
Okay. I wasn't sure if it might be Niantic or...
No, this
another...
is a totally different... Because even on the Play Store... Is it still the same one? It's Mawa is the company name. Yeah, I bet that's the same as the other one.
Yeah, iOS says the same thing.
Moa. Yeah, so they're Mawa, I don't know, or Maguss, because like their Indiegogo said Maguss development team. Yeah.
Cool.
So there's that. That's, yeah, actually, so Niantic is and Google, their next one is the Harry Potter game. They are releasing that game, and there's quite a bit. I think it's Wizards Unite. So this game won't be out for, like I said, until November, I think is what I last read. And it's, so it's you're going to pick your wizard, probably your wizarding class. They really haven't got a whole lot of information behind it right now, but they are working with WB for the rights for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if you go to Universal, there's probably gonna be something huge behind it.
Like at the park?
Yeah,
probably.
Absolutely.
Oh. Like if you have it open while you're at the park?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it's already fun with Pokemon Go or some of these other location-based games.
Yeah.
Because there's these events there.
And they all have like portals or...
Yeah, they all have portals.
Nice.
So this could be even more fun.
Yeah, it could be. Because the Harry Potter area
in Universal?
At Universal is just... That was one of my favorite areas at Jurassic Park. Because it's just so...
Did you ever
styled.
Ride the train?
The train.
Hogwarts Express?
I don't know if it was open.
Oh, I did. So we rode from the castle side to Diagon Alley.
Yeah?
It was so much fun.
I'm going to have to go again to try that out.
You have to buy a ticket for both parks when you do it. But, yeah.
I mean, it's just like the park hopper, just like Disneyland.
Yeah. Worth it. See. Another game that just came out, I think, the 16th?
The Walking Dead.
No, sorry, no, the 12th.
Not that one? Oh, that
no,
one?
it is still. No, it came out on the 12th.
Okay.
It literally just came out, a week ago.
About a week ago, yeah.
So unlike the other one, which has been out for a little bit, but, just still working its way, which it's gotten better. Oh, yeah, reading their updates on the Maguss, they've gotten way better. Walking Dead, it's glitchy. It's in beta-ish. It's put out by Next Games. They made another Walking Dead game and Compass Point West. This is a fun game where you also can team up, where there's actually is currently a Geeks Are Wired team that you can go hunt out and find if you want to join. And you can send up flares, which means everyone can come to your location and hunt zombies. Sorry. Just throwing your laptop around.
Jeez.
Luckily, their game is way better than their website, because their website's like, go get the game, watch the trailer, and all this. I'm like, eh. But the game's fun. So you have these events around you. You have to save survivors. You build a fort. or a base, so you can put your survivors somewhere. You clear out hordes.
So there's some quests.
There is, yeah.
Ooh, there's a chat system.
Yep.
No, that's all I got.
Oh.
It's interesting.
Do you,
Looks like you can share stickers
so,
too.
With that type of game, do you wander around?
Yes.
And like, do they have portals where you pick up items, or?
There are drops. They reset every 15 minutes, I think.
Also, so you said there's portals.
Well, there's drop spots.
There are drop spots. Are they different all the time, or
they have
consistent
energy and grenades and cards?
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is you collect cards.
Not like, I mean like location wise.
Like,
oh yeah, they stay in the same location.
Huh.
Right. I'm trying to think. Did they move recently? No, I'm pretty sure they stay in the exact same location.
so if you need to pick up something else, then you can go to the same spot.
Yes. Like you might get something else. It's a total toss of the dice, random what you're going to get. You don't expect anything great out of them, usually. You're going to get... And it is still... Also, if you end up playing it here soon, they are having a... you get packages... Or they're giving you packages. You get to spend your in-game coin that you get instead of the money. Because they still do have the sales like, hey, get our special character, which you can earn in the game too. But they also have these like mini... or a lowered amount of coins, in-game coins that you can get to have the welcome... Thanks for joining the beta. Thanks for joining or being early access to this.
I could see that game as being like something where you would fight and then you'd have hit points.
Yep.
And then you'd get items to be able to heal.
You basically, when you lose, you die. Your people end up having to... because you can go into battle with like Michonne or whatever. They set out and they have to heal for X amount of time. You can jump right back in. So even though you got hurt, you taking the hits isn't the thing of the game. You're everyone else, your survivors taking hits and your companions taking hits is what is a problem. You going through your energy too fast is a problem. I've actually run out of energy once. It took a while, I have to admit. Like I was just burning through stuff.
Did you die?
I have died.
Do you respawn in the same spot?
Yep. Well, I meant my physical location. So
Yeah, where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you die from a horde of zombies, is that horde of zombies going to be there when you respawn?
Yeah, it's still there. Oh no, no, I respawn. Like I'm standing back at my normal location.
Yeah.
Do you lose items if you respawn?
I did not see any loss of items.
What about XP?
I did not see any loss of XP.
All right.
But like I said, my companion that went in with me, they were out for a bit. They had to heal.
And you still keep the same character. It's just a moment where you have to just kind of sit and heal.
They have to sit and heal. I can jump right back in, but now I have to jump in with a different companion if I want to go play. And plus, I did use energy to go into that fight, so I am using more energy again.
Oh.
Okay. But if you're not around anyone, then you'd actually go in and fight on your own then.
Yes.
So if you actually want to actually defeat
larger something more powerful than you, either level up more or you guys have to download this game too, apparently. I'm asking so much from you.
I'll have to download it.
I'll give it a shot.
But so also I did experience the flare. What you do is you get a flare, you shoot it up, and you jump to their location, and you can start clearing out the stuff in their area. So it's fun with that. This is definitely also one of those games I was kind of like, because if you create a base, you're going to more likely create a base close to your house. If you ship a flare close to your house, that means people see where you are at. So you kind of have that. There's a little bit of that too. Like this seems a little extra intrusive for random people in the area just seeing where bases are and things like this. You might not know exactly who somebody is, but you can go, oh, this is, there's people who play around here. Nope, I did right. I think I have you. Yes.
Okay.
And it was that one.
All right. Well,
we were just changing our mics around. Well, that shouldn't be doing anything now.
I know.
Oh. You're talking about that one.
I want the stand.
Sweet. Okay, take the stand away. Anna, you should talk to her. I want to make sure I didn't screw up the mics.
I think mine's working.
Yay, everybody's
Yay,
mic is
we're
working
here.
still. It's always nice when they're in a podcast recording.
Yeah.
Everything stays working.
Yeah.
So, also, I wound up watching the trailer on this. It got me into it. The Walking Dead world. Supposedly, you can see the world in this
See
one
the
as
world
well.
of
So,
The
this is
Walking
supposed to
Dead.
be AR as well. Again, I don't play as AR because I'm more annoyed with it than anything else.
This one might actually be okay. Depends.
Actually, I think the magic one would be okay too.
Yeah.
Or Maguss.
If it exists.
Magus.
Magish. Magus.
Well, like a
Magus?
mage.
Mage?
Magus.
Mage us.
We're just going to keep on botching that name.
No,
until we
mage
figure-
us. Because, mage and then us. Because, community.
Ah.
I don't know.
Us. With a couple S's.
And it even has the dash over the S, indicating it's long.
It looks like Maguss to me.
That's probably Magus.
Yeah. Magus. I know. We should actually get a hold of them maybe and be like, hey, how do you pronounce your game's name? Or maybe I should listen to the video. I bet they totally pronounce it in the video, just normal. But it's also like looking at Niantic. You're like, how do you pronounce that even remotely?
So are all these games, including the Walking Dead ones that you have to save to Google? Or are they any different? Do you know?
I think the Walking Dead one, you can link it to your Facebook account. I have to go look at my phone again. I've been playing these games a little too much lately. My phone's a lot dead.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Also, I'm gonna stick with Magus. You guys can call us wherever you want. I feel like that one drains the battery the worst. And it could just be the happenstance of it. Like, I'm playing along, and suddenly my battery's like, yeah, I hate you. I'm like, and it just happens to be the game I'm playing at the moment.
Mhm.
I'm like, but you're stupid. Why?
So you guys talking about what sign-in capabilities they all have?
Yes.
Okay, so on Magus, it offered to let us sign in as on iOS. You could sign in with the game thing, the Game Center thing that they have. There's a Facebook thing, and then there was another thing.
Okay, maybe that's what they made. Is that one the 3 logins?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of the Game Center one, it's the Google Play.
Probably, yeah.
That means that's Magus.
Which means if you switch platforms, all your progress is locked to the other one unless you use Facebook or an email. I'm thinking. I could be wrong.
Which means I also may have mixed up the games that you had to link it to. It may be the Walking Dead one then that I was having issues with. It is. It totally is.
Oh, okay.
The Walking Dead one, you have to go into your profile after you've played it for a while, and then you have if you don't do that, you will lose all your progress.
That's weird.
I've played game. I'm currently playing games that are much worse.
Oh, I'm sure, but
So have you. I got you into them.
what one?
Sword Art.
How is it much worse?
You have to go in, save your game at the current moment. They give you a code, and then you can transfer it somewhere else. Otherwise, you
That's
can't.
fine. I think.
I
At
want
least
to
they
be able
give
to
you-
uninstall it at any point and then jump back into
Oh,
it later.
it does. They don't save it on the server.
No, you have to tell it to save at the moment.
Oh,
Okay, so I don't have any
That's-
ability to do AR
interesting.
on The Walking Dead.
So it might not be a thing, or is
I
it
don't know.
supposed to be a thing?
The video makes it look like it's a thing.
I'm going in and logging into it, and it seems to say that there is
On
at the beginning, but
Magus or on
on The Walking,
Walking
Dead.
Dead?
But
You both have iPhones too.
I'm not.
No, I'm the only one that has one.
I have a Samsung.
Oh yeah, you changed. You came to the proper group.
Hey, now I enjoy my iPhone.
I had mine for too long. I had mine for over the last 4 years.
Yeah, so save your game, you have to link it to your Google account.
Huh.
After the fact. At least on Google.
On The Walking Dead?
On the Walking Dead one, yeah. If you don't do it, if you uninstall it, you lose everything.
Installing.
Yeah.
It looks like The Walking Dead provides a tutorial.
Yes, they both do, actually.
Yeah.
And they're both pretty good. You're making me, go check out my... Oh, yeah, see? It logs me back out. The Magus game did. So I have an email.
Okay,
Apple.
the email one must be just a normal email, which I think I might use. Because I don't like signing in with Facebook. I don't know why.
Yeah, I
Usually,
just giving
because
Google
a
my
lot
stuff.
of the apps, back in the day, every single time you'd sign in with something, it'd post something that you just signed in with this onto your timeline. And it was like, why? And then people know that you were doing stuff you probably shouldn't have been.
See, I also get that.
Huh?
I'm a passenger. The GPS seems to be little,
Well,
so you get to double your reward. It's always nice to, so it is very ad based too. So you can double your rewards, your daily logins, or your whatever else by watching the videos for other games that you can literally just
that
hit
looks
play.
like Samurai.
I don't know. It's a video they wanted me to play.
Hmm.
Most of these I hit play.
And then don't watch.
Yeah, I might look at them once in a while, especially when I've seen the same ad for the 20th time. This one that's actually new. Probably still not going to ever get it. They work once in a while, but I'm like, meh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's The Walking Dead. Is there another one you would like to talk about?
There was.
Was it the
Domination
Earth? So I was scrolling down on this one. I'm just going to jump in.
Yeah.
It says collect real-world materials.
Yes!
That's like scanners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember
I didn't
scanners?
play scanners.
Oh. Scanners, you would just it was like a little handheld device, and you would scan barcodes, and then you get monsters out of it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, same idea.
This was much, much less impressive, I'll have to admit.
Well, I can imagine.
But see, you can see my character wander around with the steps. Then I click on things and collect resources. Or is that a fight? Oh, that's a fight. Yep, I know. But to scan... Oh, no, sorry, we're back in the other game, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Domination Earth.
Domination Earth.
I don't even think I have a barcode in here. Do I? Because you can literally use any barcode. Do we have a barcode? Hey, look, I found a barcode.
Hey, look, a barcode.
Hey, look, we found barcodes. There's lots of barcodes
There's
in here.
barcodes on everything.
I know. So I take it and I scan. Where's the barcode? Scan. And I have 7 charges. You get 10 a day. So I scrap item and I scan it and it goes, I like it, I hate it.
You don't have the whole thing.
Well, it depends on which one I'm trying to get. Let me get
Oh,
that
that's a
one.
good point.
Because it works on some things, it doesn't work on others. It worked on that thing. You also can scan the same thing, or you only can scan the thing once within 24 hours. So out of that, I got 5 gold.
Is that bad?
That I need 300 to build a barracks.
Oh.
That's the problem. But I was actually scanning all my comic books last night. It was quite entertaining.
Getting anything good?
I got 7 gold.
Ooh.
Are some worth more than others?
It seems like it. I've gotten as low as 1 and as high as 7.
There's probably, or there may not be, but you could have a repository online with just pictures of the barcodes.
Well, actually, I totally forgot about this. They have them on their website.
And does it actually, is it going to work?
Yeah, their website has books, toys, DVDs, soda, cans, and it says almost anything.
Becomes crafting materials, or a source for crafting materials. It might be because they're too close together. You may not be able to actually scan them. They may have those blacklisted.
Which is stupid.
I don't know.
No, stupid. If you're going to put it on their website. Because you can scan way more. Well, that's a big soda can one, I have to admit. Because I scanned a soda can earlier today. It was not that big. Yeah, these are not working on their website. either it's because it's the reflection off the screen or something else. Yeah, that's not working. Oh no, I just had to turn around and like start scanning like other things.
Everything. Scan all the things.
Yeah, look, there's another thing. Oh, no, maybe.
So you collect everything from your real world
That's what it looks like, yeah.
in your collection.
That's worthless.
Bill, people can't hear you.
Worthless.
There we go.
I tried to scan a Kleenex
So, anyways,
box.
you can capture real world stuff. What else do you do in this game?
So you create a base. You can become friends with other people in the area.
Does the base have to be near you?
They recommend it to be a place you commonly go to.
So is this one also kind of a privacy issue for you?
This one also has the privacy issue of
Oh.
somebody goes, "Hey, there's a base here. Guess what? Somebody probably lives here." So
Hide your stuff.
obviously, there's still the the base can be big and cover a large area, so you have plenty of houses and things it could be covering. This one's probably a little bit better than like the Walking Dead one, for random people. Because I guess the reason also I'm annoyed with that one, the idea is because with Ingress days, there were people who slashed people's tires.
Yeah.
Google ended up like banning accounts and doing some massive stuff, but I would like to not have my house egged or my tires slashed just because I built a nuke and launched it at your base.
Does it tell you who launched it?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Oh, no.
Well, at least, especially if you put up like a satellite tracking system, I'm sure you could probably tell who it came from.
Yeah, probably.
And also, if you're like one of the two in the area, I bet you could figure out who it came from. There's not a lot of people around me.
You gotta hold 2 houses.
There's
Yeah.
not a way to
Oh,
see
can you actually see?
No, but
inventory of other players.
Scanners. That's what
right?
scanners were.
Oh, that kind of looks fun.
Anyways, sorry.
There's what?
You can't see the inventory of other players, just whatever they erect or build,
Yes.
right?
They're what they've called their land, who the owner is, what their level is, what it is. So like I see that they have a missile launcher there, so you can see their bases and everything. But this one's also fun because you can go around and you can set mini bases to help collect resources, or you can wander around and just press the collect button, and if there's resources within the area, it collects the resource. But you can make larger bases elsewhere, away from your main base. The good news is your main base cannot go below level 1. It is permanent, forever. Also kind of so-so about that. But you can then start creating more.
So what happens if you want to get rid of it?
I'll figure that part out when I decide to stop playing the game.
Okay.
Because I'll admit, this one's fun. I'm not sure how long it's going to stick. Because this one does remind me, remember I talked about the old, the great land grab from back in the day?
Oh.
This one kind of reminds me of it. It's kind of fun. There was another one. I found a few others where you can, walk around in circles and create, if you walk around the block and you close up the circle, you claim the block you walked around.
So what happens if multiple people do it with you?
You can have friends that do it, and they will...
Does it claim it just for your base?
Well, it probably claims it for your team.
Oh, I see.
That one didn't make it very far. Actually, now that I'm looking it up, it's gone. I don't even have it on my phone anymore.
What one?
That one I was talking about.
The Great Land Grab?
No. The Great Land Grab was you went and you ended up in an area and you bought the land.
Yeah.
The other one was you walked around in a circle and you claimed the area. It's a new game. Well, not a new game. It's a recent... It's a current game on phones.
After something's been claimed, is there any way to actually take over or reclaim?
Yes. So people can walk in if you don't set up a fence around your area, your border, you will lose it. You can lose it. Let's see. There we go. Recent. You can lose it if you don't but you can set up walls around your area to help protect it. You can set up walls or certain types of materials in your area that ends up destroying other people's walls or lands when they try to take yours over or walk within inside yours. Because this is a game. That one is definitely a walking game that you end up playing, or that you walk around a lot. Like I didn't even try the driving. I see the walking. Like you end up hitting these larger areas. I'm sure on a bike it wouldn't be so bad, but a car. And that was the other thing, is there was like nobody around here that played, so it was basically going to instantly be very boring. Because that's like playing Ingress back then. If you don't have competition, it's a boring game.
Because you can claim it all.
Yeah.
And then there's nobody else to take it over.
Yeah.
And then with Ingress, that actually hurt you, didn't it?
Yeah, you couldn't level anymore. You stopped. This one, I guess you could compete against. There's a little bit of world competition with it, but we'll have to hunt down that.
Now, at that point, you create a second account, and then go over it
and
again.
hope you don't get banned.
That
happens.
Creating multiple fake accounts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Something gets banned or destroyed. I can't find the game. It was boring. It didn't last. It didn't even last the day. I was like, this isn't going to work well. But yeah. Well, we actually covered quite a bit for these
right?
location-based games.
The great location debate.
Yes. So, I'm still looking forward to Harry Potter.
The Harry Potter one should be fun.
The Maguss. We'll call it that. I'm sticking with that until
Harry Potter Jr.
Yeah, Harry Potter ripoff.
Or is Harry Potter ripoff of it?
We'll just call it, let's see, what was the witch one? The worst witch ripoff.
The worst witch ripoff?
Harry Potter is the ripoff and the worst witch.
Huh.
Period. Go watch the Netflix show. It was an old movie, which is an old book. The current show was based off of the books. Oh my gosh. It is a badly done Harry Potter. And it
came out first. So.
It came out like 20 years first.
Well, then that's why.
It was still popular.
Yeah.
We're talking the 70s and 80s.
So, at the time, what other better stuff did they have that was like it, though?
Magic? Or like you're with magic or mages and
wizards
like
for the movie.
Wait, what do you mean? Like with Harry Potter? Or are you talking about Worst Witch?
The Worst Witch. You said it was a movie.
It was a movie. It had
It had Tim Curry.
Yeah, it had Tim Curry, the great Tim Curry.
No, what I'm getting at though, because you said it was really popular, right?
It was.
It was.
So there was nothing else around the time to really compete with it that I know of.
HBO had the series for a while.
HBO, Netflix.
I thought because like Netflix has the current one, but like if you actually look at the old series, there's actually an old series that there was Worst Witch.
Yeah.
And so if you want to go back further, you can actually go watch that from HBO. I'm not sure if they might have that in.
Yeah, that was it made like one season. It was like a British show.
Right. It's a British show, and I watched a few episodes when it came out back in the day on HBO. But it was on HBO originally. The new one that's on Netflix has one of the characters from Game of Thrones as the main character of the series.
Oh, there's also a Netflix series.
Yeah, that's the new one.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Right, there's the new one, but then there is an actual movie called The Worst Witch in the World. And
it's just The Worst Witch.
The Worst Witch in the World is the, I believe, is the movie with Tim Curry, right?
Just The Worst Witch.
Okay.
From 86. Also, it has, who else? There was somebody else. I'm totally gonna botch your name. Never mind. But it just has it has other popular people.
That one? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that either. No, I'm not even going to try.
She's from The Craft. She actually played in that.
Oh, are you talking about Feruza Bulk?
Yeah.
Is that how you say that?
Name.
Yeah, it's Feruza Bulk.
Okay.
There you go. Like, I'm just going to destroy this name.
I'm not even going to try.
You know Tim Curry, right?
Yeah. The name sounds familiar, at least.
And Charlotte Rae, who was really popular for, like, she played on some, like, show back in that time period. It was super popular. The Facts of Life. It was a
The
great
Facts of
80s
Life.
show. I loved that show when I was younger. Back in the day.
All right.
So, it's a Worst Witch ripoff. We're going to go with that.
All right.
We just sidetracked so hard. We should probably just end the episode now.
No, we got other things.
I don't think we have anything.
You don't
I don't
think
know.
we have
What you got?
anything?
No, we got.
We
what
still
do
have a whole bunch of other stuff that
Look,
we
I
didn't
didn't
even
even
touch
move
on.
things over. Let's see. We
No,
got
you
that.
haven't.
We talked that. We talked that. We
We got
talked that.
We didn't do anything else.
Oh, wait. Ingress. Wait. Did I have? Yeah, I did. Ingress. Speaking of Ingress, is going to get an animated Netflix show.
How? Oh, okay. I
I
guess.
was like, well, one, Netflix is accepting anything that comes across their table, and two,
I forgot
you take
there
a
was
computer
lore.
and
No. That's not what I meant.
so you didn't mean how, you meant
Yeah.
what's it going to be about?
So it's a TV show based off of a game.
Yeah, Ted's
Does
going to
the-
love it.
So does the same rule hold true for TV shows as it does for movies? Where if it's a movie based off a video game, it's gonna suck all the time.
Okay, we're talking Netflix TV show, so which means it could basically be a movie.
Right, but Netflix is allowed to. Okay, it's animated. Okay, it might
Are you
be okay.
talking about in Ted's way of
Yes.
rolling out movies?
Yeah, because if it's a movie based off a video game,
This game series or whatever it is, yeah, Ted would not be into it because it is actually based off of a video game. Just think about Super Mario Brothers when it came out, or any other movie game.
anything that was based off of a real video game, Wreck-It Ralph does not count.
Not shows turned into games. So they might actually be making a sequel game off of Ingress called Ingress Prime
Huh.
2 with this. Or maybe that's just it. No, that's just it. It's called Ingress Prime.
This it looks
Okay,
it-
Ingress Prime is the name of the new show.
Okay, and then it's going to be animated then.
Yeah, it's still animated.
So I think I'll probably watch it because I usually like Netflix's animations. They're done well.
There's not a lot behind it right at the moment.
Probably not, but the artwork looks good. It's got flashy colors, green and blue.
Oh, look, there's a website.
Ingress Prime. Change is coming.
Ooh.
And you said Ingress is the one that they are trying to save from alien invasion?
Yeah.
It depends on which team
Or
you're on.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah,
way
yeah.
around.
You either are aliens are bad and they're only here to destroy us, or your aliens are here to give us, better technology and give us a great cookbook to serve man. Yeah, there's a YouTube. Their website's actually kind of super basic right now. But I'm excited.
Ooh. Does it have a release date?
Said November-ish.
There you
Also, this looks like a. Wait,
What?
is this the new game?
go. No, that is okay. But this that you're seeing,
Mhm.
that not the listeners are, because we have great video.
Yeah.
This is what Ingress looks like.
All right now.
Yeah, right now.
So
What it's
pretty.
always looked like. Like there's what happens. That's why Ingress is a super driving game. Is you have to drive around and collect these little dots around the
Oh
map.
yeah. I
To fill up
remember that.
your bar that gives you energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Actually, this other picture might be something new.
Yeah, it looks shiny
Oh
and
no,
flashy.
there will be a.
A new game,
Seems like it.
or maybe it's just a reskin. I don't know.
Give people a modern, more beautiful. And I could also see them trying to get people back into it, because like in this area, you can imagine walking up to a Pokemon gym, going mine, like not even battling anything, just going mine,
Mm-hmm.
and then your Pokemon
just stays there.
never returns to you.
So you never get the money.
Well, in Ingress, that's the idea, is you need to hold this portal longer, but that means you're not leveling again.
Yeah.
So you could literally just like mine, and that's where like way back in the day when years upon years ago when Ingress came out,
Mm-hmm.
it was like that. And it was nice to have the competition, And then, there was times when it kind of sucks, and bigger areas it kind of sucks sometimes. And to level better, you need to be that. And I'm wondering if this is another thing, too, because it used to, Ingress topped off at, I think, 6, and then it topped off at 8. And then they pushed it all the way to 16.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were trying to get, because they wanted people, actually, no, I think it's always been 8. So it was 8, people got up there really, really fast. Actually, some people even made it from level 1 to level 8 within one day with people's help. Because, hey, if I weaken this thing for you, you take it over, you build it up, everything else, you start getting mass amount of points. You can hit level 8 within 24 hours.
Okay.
Or less.
Yeah.
You just need all the help.
Mm-hmm.
To get past that, it requires a lot more time. A lot more time. And I'm going to have to go look at the Ingress Prime now. But there's going to be... I was excited about the video.
The animation?
The animation. I am slightly excited about a new Ingress game. I don't know. And it's stuff... Because they even started micro transactioning Ingress. It's not bad. I mean, it's just like become better. Before it was, hey, you're playing this game so we can... I knew that I was a beta tester for a future game. And the future game was called Pokemon Go. To be followed by Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
I like your email. I can't say it out loud.
Yeah. It's a great one.
It's actually better than I thought it was. I thought the U was an I.
There you go.
So it's not quite as obscene.
There you go. No, it's obscene.
Is it?
It is obscene.
Is it?
I'll have to tell you after the show.
Oh, gosh.
The listeners will never know. Never know. But now we've...
It's like what was the bubblegum joke? What is that? No, the joke that you'd spent like 5 minutes telling.
Oh, ping pong balls?
Oh, yeah, that. It's like that.
Except for the listeners know.
Do they?
I told it. It was the day you were not here. It was my closing words.
Yeah.
No.
My famous last words, one episode.
You cut it off.
No, I
thought
didn't.
you did. No.
That is exactly how that joke ends.
Oh, okay.
Didn't
And
it
now
take about 15 minutes?
No, I think that was the day that was just me and you.
I thought
I was here for
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
she was here. I don't
this was the
remember.
group that we had.
All right.
I can tell it again. You want to hear it?
No. All right. I don't think they want to listen to 5 minutes of you ranting.
I know. I've been ranting.
Even though we've been ranting for 57 minutes at this point.
I know. This has basically been me talking about mobile games. Okay. Can I
Prime?
pick something?
Prime Day?
Prime Day.
Since it's relevant?
Prime Day.
And won't be relevant next week?
It happened.
Yes, it did.
It was a day and a half of Amazon's...
Servers being down.
Well, at first it was a day and a half of them going, we are going to sell Amazon products and some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
1 o'clock Mountain Time came around. 1 o'clock, Amazon servers went down. I had everything from blank pages to sad puppies, depending on how much I could get through.
Oh, I've got the sad puppy pictures before.
I got lots of sad puppies. I got repeating pictures of the same sad puppy. I was maybe even sadder. Couldn't even rotate through the sad puppies.
It's working.
No.
Yeah, but...
Well, yeah, it got better. You were able to get back. They had some deals. If you were after stuff previous, it was worth it. It's gonna be the same because and Google saw the competition. They jumped on it. Obviously not doing Amazon, but they were doing their Google Home
Google
Minis
Day.
and all that for super sales. Walmart, one of their retailers they work with, they had buy a Google Home Mini for like $30 and get like a $30 gift card, Walmart gift card. So it actually came net profit technically.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that back in like the holiday season that you could get spend $30 on a Google Home Mini. You could get up to 2 of them that way. You would get a $25 Walmart gift card, and if you went through Google Express, you would get like an additional like $15 off or $25 off for orders. I think it was $25 off for orders over $50, which meant you paid like, was it, that comes, what, 55, no, 30, so you paid $60 down 50 or 25, so $35 for your order, plus you got like $30 or $50 worth of gift cards.
Which makes people think that, the Google Home Minis are way more money than they should be.
Oh, come on. So are the Echoes. They all are.
Yeah, they are.
Every last one of them. That's why I have only bought one, and I've gotten some free ones. My Echoes. I paid for one, I got a free one. I'm planning on getting another free one.
Okay.
Yes. I think
it.
I talked to you about that. I'll have to talk to you about that. There's ways to get more free ones.
Ooh.
Is that for a business account? That's really it. Yeah, listeners know. Well, okay, there's a little bit more. If you have a friend who has a business account, ask them to check their email and send you a link, and then you become part of this chain where I send you a link, you sign up, I get a free Echo, you send off the link to somebody else, they sign up, you get a free Echo. So it just follows this chain down. But it's also only good till the end of July. They have to sign up before the end of July.
Well, I know where the start of your chain is.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's totally me. I signed up back when they were giving away free Echoes for signing up.
I thought you were going to use work.
No. Well, technically, that I use the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We have a business account. Woo! It doesn't cost anything to have a business account either. So I still have my Prime account. Woo! I'm going to famous last word now. We're over the hour. Anthony, go.
The location, great location stuff. It was a good talk. Excited for the Maguss game, whatever you want to call that, and the wizard one, the Harry Potter one. It's all fun. Also, Pokemon Go is awesome. And Anna, what are your famous last words?
Join one of your favorite mobile apps, and we might be able to play with you.
Be careful playing an AR game. You'll shoot your eye out.